This is the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about. This is the world. We don't fuck around. If we did, we found out we are drunks. This is the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jason from Drunks vs. the World, just coming to you right now with a new episode with my buddies over here. Off to the left I have...
I am Justin.
And right in
Fuck you.
and right in front
You
of me.
want to go?
Whoa.
The booing is coming from inside the garage.
It was Emma. It was, she was booing you because the door shut and you left her snacks in here and shit, man.
These are my snacks. I bought them with my money.
Oh, I'll remember that next time I buy snacks for out the garage.
Well, all the snacks are mine.
Oh, all this. There was a reason why I had a bag of fucking Gardettos up in the garage or upstairs and didn't bring them down,
Yeah. I'm surprised that bag right there was from last week, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's...
I tried telling Emma and John that they should have slammed them before you got here.
Yeah.
They could have. That would have been totally fine.
I don't have any self-control.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that stuff.
and straight ahead of me I have.
My name's Lucas. I was responsible for the booing.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not responsible, buddy. It's okay.
I was, and I stand by it.
Mm-hmm.
He's okay with that.
Responsible for the boofing.
That too. That too.
So you're saying that it's a bad thing? I got anally raped by a fucking foam fucking plane today.
Yeah, foam plane.
Right in the butthole.
Yeah.
Thought I was in jail again.
Do it again.
No! Thank God it wasn't one of those ones that can, just keeps going forward.
Thank God.
Thought it would have been Hamas.
Were you were you bending over and then...
No, I just shot the fucking thing and it does, if you give it a little bit of an angle, they'll just do loops, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this fucker did one big loop and came right in and totally took advantage of the situation.
Mm.
And, yeah.
Nice.
I'm hurt.
Did you guys have as a kid, those boomerangs?
Those Nerf
What the hell are they called?
boomerangs. The ones that had like 3 points.
Was it 3?
I definitely had something like that.
Mine, I don't know. I probably didn't play with it right, but I could never get it to work.
Didn't play with it right, I'm sure. You
I
really
knew right when I said that you were going to make a stupid ass fucking joke.
Ooh, it's my fault
It's
that
your
you
fault.
fucked up. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, it's like it was like I had 3 fucking things and it was supposed to come back to you, never did.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't have one of those. That was for rich kids.
No, it wasn't.
Back when I was a kid, they
Couldn't
were.
have been that much money.
Dude,
You must have been really poor.
Gen Z, brother, in Williston, North Dakota. So, how was your week this week there, Justin?
Not good. Not good.
What was the high point?
Man.
Trivia. Winning
Well,
trivia.
Have to be,
that was
right?
probably not.
We're back on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the
We're number
champions
one.
again.
Yeah.
Probably was, yeah.
We actually did. I was actually really surprised because I think the couple of answers that we got wrong were like, fucking what? And then there was like a couple more where we were like, fuck, are you kidding me? That was just stupid. That was, you know what I
I can't
mean?
remember what the last question was.
It was about time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
What was the M mean in, or the PM or AM? What's the N mean?
Oh, yeah. That's
It was meridian. Or meridium.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So we just dropped some knowledge on the listeners.
Yeah, I did.
Meridium.
yep.
Meridium.
Yeah.
So as of right now, it is 8:27
Post meridium.
post meridium
That's right.
Central Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
So get it.
Yeah, I can never remember when we're in standard or daylight time.
I
I don't know.
Oh, you're making.
It's a toughie.
Yeah. Well, thank God I got to watch it. Or nobody even really watches. I mean, or wear watches. They do,
It's just a look now.
They just don't really look at it because it's
Yeah.
It's just a fashion statement.
Who the fuck was it? I was messing with someone. I was fucking with them, and So what time is it? Just fucking with them. They looked at their watch. And then I was like, why'd you look at your watch? You were literally looking at your phone. They had their phone right in their face, you know. I'm like, yeah, fucking moron.
What time is it?
I
I was never a fan of watches.
I
don't like it on my wrist.
could wear. I liked them. Yeah. I do. And I'd still wear one, but if I'm gonna wear one, I'd prefer to have a. I'd like to have a smartwatch because of the shit that's going on with me and everything. But I've seen some Fossil smartwatches that are really nice.
Yeah,
I like Fossil watches. You know,
I like Casios.
Well, you just
the
you
old
just
calculator watch.
he just sees. Well, he's not good with math, so
No, not.
that's how he is.
Mm-hmm.
Pookie, how was your week?
I mean, it was better than Justin's week.
Well, Jesus Christ!
That's not saying a whole lot.
That's not so like. I think I was telling somebody I'm making more money than I ever have right now, but I am just fucking miserable as shit.
Yeah.
And that's gotta suck, man. I mean, you don't want to go to fucking work hating your.
No.
I mean, let me ask you this: when you wake up in the morning to go to work, I mean, literally, how do you feel other than tired?
Dreadful.
You just dread the next,
especially
day.
Monday mornings. Those are like it's like the worst point of the week.
You gotta find something to do because you shouldn't feel that way.
No.
I mean, there for a while, the places that I mean, a lot of people will think that in some of the places that I bartended at, think, fuck, why would your day suck? You worked at a strip club.
Yeah. You probably did hear that a lot.
Yeah, I've heard that a ton, and I'm like, you know, the three places that I worked at, I mean, it wasn't that fucking great. I mean, I'm still dealing with customers that are assholes. I'm still dealing with this, that, and whatever. The only difference was he added having to deal with, you know, some of the dancers.
Yep.
You know, so. But Lucas did have a bit. I mean, I heard that he got some good news.
Oh, yeah?
He got the last time he got in trouble, you know, with the school and everything, they said, fuck it, and they sealed it, and he's good now.
I can go back near schools again.
Nice.
Yeah. He can't go inside.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he can, if he wants to go on the swings, he can go on swings and stuff. And
how about that?
He can push the kids.
I don't know about that.
I mean, he shouldn't, but I mean, he can. They'll let him.
New age has dawned.
You served your probation, and now
he did his time.
Yeah.
Did his time.
That's good.
So we've been watching a lot of college football lately because your dream job. Now let's put this out there. I don't think it's a bad dream. I mean, it's
a risky dream.
It's a risky and it's a spendy dream.
Yeah.
But
professional sports gambler. Whether that's attainable or not, I don't know. People have done it.
Yeah.
But
they had a bankroll.
Yeah.
They had a decent bankroll.
If you go by my results this year, I'd be down.
And last year.
I didn't really do much last year. But you still learn and develop and trying different strategies and all that.
What I really want to know is, and this is not, to be a dick or anything, but I would love to know how, first of all, I know how somebody gets into it, how they can get into it. But have you looked at any tips and tricks or anything to say, hey, you're going to need some fucking money and you're going to have some fucking balls to do it. But do they say like, okay, this right here, like say college football, this is the best thing to start betting on, or NFL or basketball or.
I would probably start with the amateur Jello wrestling leagues.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one. That's
an untapped betting market right now.
Right. I mean,
it's my specialty.
Dwarf throwing.
I've
heard. Yeah. I didn't say midget because that's incorrect. Oh, I'm sorry. Little people tossing.
Tossing.
Yeah.
The LPT league.
Yeah.
The LPTA.
Yeah.
Little people tossing.
Have you looked into that one?
Not yet. Maybe I should though.
Isn't that what the women's tennis league is? Ladies pro tennis.
Those bitches
I don't know.
We have a lawsuit on our hands.
We might. But
I say we try.
No, what I really should be doing is this book I'm reading.
He can read boats.
Puts a rating on in the NFL at least on every single player, his own rating, like a Madden rating. And then he's got point values for if a team's coming off a bye or if they have an injury or how they are on turf, and he kind of does it that way. So I'd do a model similar to that.
Okay, but are they getting paid for that?
To do the models?
Yeah.
Well, they get paid when they win.
Okay,
he's
so
he's creating the models himself to bet on the games
for himself.
Right.
Okay, so what you're trying to do is learn how to do that.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Have you thought about horse racing?
No.
Why?
I don't know. They're animals.
If it works for the mafia, why not for you?
I don't know. That's tough.
I think you're being a pussy.
And I don't know shit about horses.
Yeah, they have 4 legs. They got a tail.
Okay. Yeah.
They got a mane and different colors. So you're not racist when it comes to horses.
Mm-hmm.
And they can run really, really fast.
Okay. That's not enough to know to win.
Horse racing's just tough to bet on.
Yeah.
I've looked into some of it, and it's how to explain it. It's you could get a guide, and you could look at the guide, and it'll tell you like, okay, this horse races better on this type of turf.
Mm-hmm.
It'll race better when it's not sloppy muddy, but it's this horse races better when it's dry. And
yeah, and I understand that to a point. It's when you start to get into like what do they call them, like the trifectas and those different kinds of bets on horse racing. Just I could do it like, I'll bet on this horse to win. That's as far as I could go. It's just too complicated, too complex otherwise.
Right. So what I think, I tried it. I wasn't very successful, but I did. There's one time I won like $200.
Nice.
But that's out of like maybe, I literally grabbed maybe say like $10 and said, I'm just going to throw it on this one horse.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what was not last year, the year before, I think it was the Preakness. And I think you were there, Lucas.
Oh no, this was the Derby, the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, was it the Derby?
Yeah.
And it was me and Lucas, my brother, sister-in-law, my uncle, and my cousin, and my other uncle, and my other cousin. So there was a lot of us there, and we were like, if we all just chipped in like $5 and bet on the long shot, we could win like fucking $2,000, right? I was like, all right. So I was starting to try to figure out how to hurry up and find the right website and all this other shit to get it, and I couldn't.
Didn't get it in on time.
Well, no, I just couldn't find the right shit. Because DraftKings wouldn't do anything, and the other place wouldn't do anything. So, but here's what's fucked up: is that long shot won.
You won.
Yeah, it was the 83-1. I think at the time the race started, it was 83-1.
Yeah, and we would have pocketed like it was like $250 each for putting in a $5 bet.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody wanted to fucking lynch me for that because of
what the hell, Jason?
So you said we could do it, dickhead. But no.
Another thing in that book is he tried to do roulette first gambling.
Ooh.
And he bought his own roulette wheel and he studied it and tried to figure out what's the best numbers and how to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And he figured out if you have a old rickety roulette wheel with like loose bearings and that's been used a lot, there's certain numbers that always hit, and he won a shit ton of money with that strategy. I don't know if you can get away with that anymore. But
Well, I guess it kind of depends on I bet you it depends on where you're at.
yeah.
Because if you went down to the couple of casinos that are within driving distance here, those are probably new.
Right.
Yeah. So that's one thing that you just gotta kind of hope for, I guess, that you get an older one.
An older one, yeah.
But a lot of them now are going straight up electric.
Yeah. Yep.
Or I shouldn't say electric.
But I wonder, is every wheel sequence the same? The numbers in the same order?
I believe so.
I
think they have to
so.
be. I think they have to be.
Yeah.
I've been watching these short videos on Facebook, and this chick's name is, so the Facebook page is called Lady Luck Inc. or something like that, right? And obviously she really, really only shows you the pictures or the videos of her winning. But they showed this video. She won a lot. You know, like there was one where she won like 16 grand. There was another one where she won fucking like 60 grand. And she only, from what I could see on the videos that I've watched of her, she's only playing the slot machines.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've seen videos of people saying, okay, if you want to win in a slot machine, this is what you got to do. There is like 10 trillion different combinations that are constantly going through.
Well, and slot machines are programmed.
That's what I mean.
Like, to only pay out a certain amount.
Well, they say that, but the thing is like once you hit that button is pre-fucking programmed to say this is what it is.
Yeah.
Or not pre-programmed. That's what you're gonna hit.
I always hear these stories of somebody hitting the jackpot and they like, no, it was a malfunction of the machine.
Yeah.
You got to take that back. How pissed would you be?
Oh my God.
Some of those are true because one of the ones that I did see where the woman won like $1.4 million, but she was only betting like a dime. So not a dime, but she was betting a total of like 60 cents on it. Well, those big major jackpots on there are made if you're betting
the max.
The max.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I could see her get pissed. I could see that she would get mad as fuck.
Yeah.
But when they come up and say that shit, you're just like, fuck you. You kind of ruined my day.
These slot machines now, if you look at the newer ones, they kind of confuse you.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many different ways to bet. And
well, that's the thing. So if you got say you got fucking 10,000 people ran through your casino over the weekend, and they're like, well, I can't play this fucking ticket anymore. There's a nickel on it. And then they throw that nickel away. A lot of people throw those away. Well, the casino will keep it, and they're just like, I'm good. This works out great. You know, and if you have that done 10,000 times and that's a nickel, that's what, $500? Okay. $500 that people threw away that day.
Yeah.
That they didn't have to pay out. You know, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you, Lucas? You have any type of like a dream job that you would like to go towards other than being a high paid
my dream job is no job.
Exactly. I just want to be retired.
Retarded. That
too. I'm halfway there.
Don't think they pay you for that.
No. I thought you would pick like a high priced man whore.
No.
Because
then no.
You don't want to be.
It's not what it's cracked up to be.
No, but it's for ladies. You don't have to pick. You don't have to hump the guys. All you have to do is.
I mean, as long as I get a say in.
Oh, you can.
In the clientele.
You can.
Like,
see, if I'd be your pimp, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm not liking this already.
No. Listen, 1 out of 30 a week or a month, you have to just kind of be like, I got to throw one fatty a good one.
Well, I mean, I don't mind that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You know, normally, I mean, just be like, hey, okay, you know, it's time for me to, it's that time of the week or that time of the month where I gotta, you know, bang the not so bangable.
They gotta pay extra though.
Yeah, you might be able to get away for paying by poundage after so much, you know. So
that's not a bad idea.
Gotta bring a scale wherever you go. All right, step on the scale.
All right, and then you look, and you're like, nice. What if the fatty ends up paying more then?
Yeah.
I mean, they would have to.
See, you could be the male man whore for the Drunks versus the World bar and bordello.
When you said mailman, I was thinking like mailman.
No, yeah. Hey, thanks for the fucking bills, asshole. Yeah, no.
I'm trying to think of what the right pricing scheme would be. Would it be like $1.99 a pound or something, or would it be?
Well,
you got to just look and see what's going on at the fucking
average escort in Vegas. I think is like $200 to do whatever you want. So I don't think it'd be a little less than $1 a pound.
Well, just go off of what's going on at the grocery store.
Yeah.
There's a prime rib shit right there. Prime rib's fucking $16.99 a pound.
Yeah.
You go up.
An anorexic girl couldn't afford, or woman couldn't afford to, like, at $16.99 a pound. She's
Yeah, but I said
she's
it's high.
70 pounds. That's
I said it's high end though, dude.
true, yeah.
You know, so they can afford it. I mean, hey, I'm just trying to help.
This
you.
idea does not have legs.
I'm trying to help him.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. There's
I'm trying to
no-
help him achieve his goals
Yeah.
of just sitting at home.
Yeah.
Well, and that is the result that would, because nobody's going to pay.
Well,
Nobody's going to pay for this. So I would just end up sitting at home.
Yeah, but you know, for all they know, though, you might have a fucking 11-inch dick and fucking can breathe through your ears, and then you're like,
I
damn.
can't.
No, I'm just trying to help you out, dude. See, totally ruined it. I'm living.
What's your dream job?
I'm living it. I'm a
I suppose you
podcaster.
are.
Podcaster. Beer drinking podcaster that sits at home and plays
Plays
wrestling video games.
Yeah.
Have my
You are
buddies-
living the dream.
Have my buddies hang out in my garage with me, you know.
Life is good.
And, hey, I'm not complaining.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I could.
I'm complaining.
You should.
too.
I mean, if I
I
was you,
won't
I'd
complain.
complain like a motherfucker.
Mhm.
And that's not even being a dick.
Yeah.
That's just because you sound like you're fucking
Mhm.
miserable.
It is. You guys ever told your boss off or fucking?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's happened. But, you know,
No,
I think everybody's probably done it at least one
Yeah, I
time.
suppose.
Should we kill your boss?
Emma's outside. We could probably talk her into doing it for
Yeah.
Well,
you. You know?
it's an option.
If this dude ever ends up dead, just don't be looking for my kid.
There is going to be a day where I'm just like, I quit.
You're pretty
I quit.
sick of
Done.
this shit.
I'm done.
No, you should try to get fired
I know.
before that.
Right.
If you get to that point, do the whole silent quitting thing,
Yeah.
where you just don't do work until they let
Yeah.
you go. Because then you get unemployment.
Problem is, my bonus is March. I got to wait
Is it
till
March?
March.
Yeah, you still got about 5 months left of
Fuck.
your garbage.
Yeah.
But how much is that bonus again?
I'm thinking it'll be around $6,000.
Oh, I thought it was
$7,000.
more than that. Fuck, I don't know, dude. I don't know if $6,000's worth fucking sticking around for
Yeah,
another fucking 5 months.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I need a vehicle.
That is true.
That, yeah.
Well, here's how I can help you out with it. Honestly. First of all, just go buy a fucking like a 6, 7, 8. Go buy a $10,000 vehicle, right?
Mhm.
Finance it for a while.
Mhm.
And then when that $6,000 comes up, pay that fucking chunk off and be like, here we go.
That's an option.
I mean, it is. I know that not everybody can afford a brand new vehicle or want the payment or whatever. I paid $7,500 for my pickup and I gave him cash. Last time I had a vehicle payment, I was 26, I think.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
that payment was only $200.
Mhm.
But I mean, my first vehicle payment, I was in high school. The friend of mine's parent owned it, and I offered to make a payment. They wanted $1,200 for it. I said, I'll give you guys $200 a month for the next 6 months. And they were like, deal. And I did.
Mhm. Yeah.
There was one day where they were like, where my work was like 2 days late on getting me my check, and the dude's dad was, or the person's dad was being a fucking asshole about it. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. It's just, so my parents gave him the $100, and then when I got paid, I gave my parents the $100.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, work sucks.
it's an option there, buddy.
Mhm.
So anyway, we have a list that Justin seemed to have found this week.
Worst products of the 90s.
Other than the 90s, any child born in the 90s was a product of that. So that's gonna be number one. Fuckers,
I like the first one here.
which is
Spray on hair.
Oh, God, I remember this.
oh.
I guess it says it was actually in the 80s, but the infomercials were everywhere in the 90s.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember seeing it
wasn't
all
that
the time.
fucking like you started having a bald spot and shit, and they'd spray it in there, and
Basically like spray painting.
basically what it was, there was I don't think there was actually anything to make it look like hair, was there?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to.
It says,
Honestly, I never.
it says here, the product is exactly what it sounds like. It came in a spray paint like canister,
Yeah.
which you would spray on any bald spots on your head. This spray contained particles of powder which would stick to any hair follicles.
Oh, so all it did is really it made the the hair that they had looked fuller.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think, I don't know. We should have the technology by now to.
They do.
Well,
you can get implants.
yeah, I guess.
You can get implants, and they got. Look at Lucas's luscious locks right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's been taking what's that stuff? Viagra, not Viagra.
Well, that too.
Cialis. No, not that one. No, you have some that you were using to try to generate some hair in the back, were you?
It's just like a biotin
Yeah.
shampoo biotin based shampoo.
Okay, but you can see. I mean, shit, you got some growth there, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should get some of that. And put it on your face.
Should. Or I should start taking it now to prevent in the future me losing my hair. Be ahead of the.
Do you have you have family members that are bald?
My dad's got a bald spot.
Yeah.
My uncle's kind of got thin hair. My grandpa's got a nice full head of hair.
Does he?
You know?
How about like your grandpa on your mom's side?
My grandpa on my mom's side is dead.
No, but did he have a full head of hair, or was it?
Yeah.
Not when he died. I mean,
Because I think it comes from your mom's side, like through your mom's genes.
See, I don't know about that because for me, my mom, I mean, I shaved side my hair. I mean, I got,
You got hair.
And my dad's side of the family, that we did have a lot of people that were bald. But I got other family that fucking went bald after he got out of high school. And his mom's side of the family were fucking afros and shit. But their dad and their grandpa was bald as fuck. Like, don't stand directly in the sun, you're going to kill somebody type of bald,
That's really bald.
Yeah. What else we got?
You guys remember Nintendo's Virtual Boy?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just says it caused a lot of eye strain and nausea.
Yeah.
They had to distribute a health disclaimer with the game console.
Yeah, you would definitely feel a little off if you played it for an extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play with it a lot?
Yeah, I played a lot of the. I didn't have one, but I had a couple friends that did, and I played a lot of the Mario Tennis that they had on there, which was really good. Actually, it was a lot of fun.
Was that so? That's on the original Nintendo, or
No, on the Virtual Boy. It's like it's this little goggle.
Yeah,
I
it's like a
thought-
VR.
okay.
VR is trying to do.
All right. Well, I can see that then. I can see how that, because the VR I have upstairs, Justin, you still haven't tried it yet, have you?
No.
It's fucking awesome, but you will get if you can get vertigo pretty quick.
Yeah, I bet. Could be a problem.
Especially when if you're flying if you're playing Iron Man. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maxwell had a ready-to-drink coffee, a pre-made cold coffee.
yeah, I remember that.
Gross.
Yeah.
Back then, they didn't have the shit figured out.
No.
Because right now, fuck, you can go anywhere. You can go to a gas station and get cold coffee in a can. I do. I drink those Monster coffees. I drink the Delight Oreo flavored coffees. I love those. Fuck, I'll boof that thing.
I'll boof that thing.
That thing is delicious.
Yeah.
What else we got?
What else we got? Let's see.
Other than grunge music, that was a shitty fucking 90s product.
Yeah. It says Lay's Wow chips had just one major flaw. If you ate too many, they became a laxative.
Yeah.
What?
It was when they were putting, I think it was like Olestra or something in the chips as a.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
It was
pretty short lived, them using whatever the ingredient was. I think it was Olestra. But.
Yeah, it says it here. Olestra.
Yeah, it would cause people to, shit.
Fat substitute.
Yeah.
I don't need any of that.
Wow.
Let's keep that,
Did you have them? Did you?
No, I never did. I just remember hearing about it at the time.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. But then again, I was from you're from Detroit Lakes, and Justin's from Napoleon, and I'm from Wilson. Wilson's bigger than Napoleon. I don't know if it's bigger than DL.
It might be now.
With the boom.
Yeah, with the oil boom and stuff.
I think it was, but it might have been on there, but I never ate them. I'm a Dorito guy, so.
Yeah. Me
My
too.
parents always bought the generic stuff anyway.
Oh, Doritos.
Really?
Oh god.
So did our parents.
Or if for potato chips, it was always is it like Old Dutchman or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Those
like
weren't bad.
they would come in the giant boxes, and then there'd be like 2 bags of just white bags of potato chips.
Listen, my mom and dad bought the generic that literally, it was a white box, black lettering, and said potato chips.
Yeah.
And you crack that fucker open though, and he paid probably like $2 for this box, but there were 6 bags.
Mm-hmm.
But the bags, I mean, they were like this, about like, they were just, but yeah, my dad would go buy one of those and it would be good. Like, technically, we weren't each supposed to eat our own. I'm like, there's fucking 6 bags, there's 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Potato chips.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it said. Ugh, generic.
Reminded me, my dad had it was a beer can that just said beer on it.
Nice.
My dad had a case, or not a case, of 12, not even that. He had a 6-pack of Billy beer, which was made from Billy
beer.
Carter, Jimmy Carter's brother, because his brother was a big beer drinker, I guess.
Mm.
And this shit was pretty old. And so they turned around and my dad was keeping it because it was worth some money. And he also had a can of Turtle Mountain beer, which was beer made on Turtle Mountain Reservation. So we had 2 of them, and they were old. Both these things, and apparently my grandpa showed up, and he was a bit of an alcoholic and decided that he was drinking both of those things. So after we got back, we were living in Washington, and we came back to the house, and he'd been there a few times somehow. We found out that he drank it. And after my dad was pissed off and everything and got over it, he asked my grandpa, he goes, well, since you drank them, how were they? He goes, fucking horrible. I got sick for 3 days, my boy. And we're like, well, that's what you kind of fucking get,
Mm-hmm.
But hey, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That brings us to Orbits, the drink.
I never understood those.
I've never heard of it.
I know I've tried them. It's just, it was,
Like bubble tea.
yeah, it's kind of, kids drink the shit nowadays from from Korea or wherever it's from. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Says it tasted like cough syrup.
Oh, I guess not the one that I drank, but maybe.
Yeah, I never heard of it. There was the phone relief headset.
Phone relief headset?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they plugged it into isn't that where they plugged it into their cordless phone and then wore a headset?
I'm not sure.
That does sound vaguely familiar to me.
Basically a headband that you would use to keep your phone up.
No. Oh, okay.
What the hell?
Well, when you're on those phone sex lines, you got to keep your hands free.
You do.
Yeah, the 1-800.
You know what? This might have some legs even now.
It might have some
Well,
Bluetooth.
maybe not.
Yeah, nowadays, there's just
Yeah, nice try there, buddy.
No legs.
I would love to have a beer and a shot.
All right.
While you're sitting there,
I'll do a shooter.
you're gonna have a schna.
Shoot on these things.
Shoot it.
Shoot him again.
You guys see that meme on Facebook or one of the, around the social media? Where there's it has a picture of Shooter McGavin and Tiger Woods, and it said, "There we go. Finally a picture of the fucking greatest golfer in the world." And then there's Tiger Woods right next to him. Here, I'm going to show this out. Share this really quick. Lucky, oh yeah. Fireball. Here, buddy.
Smooth.
Good stuff.
That's
Yep.
good. That's good. That's good.
It's quality
That's really
shit.
good.
Yeah. All right.
Below pens
What?
or blow pens.
Blow pens?
Oh, well, read it. What is it?
This was marketed at young children in the 90s. The set was essentially kid-friendly airbrush pens that children would blow through.
Oh, yes. I remember those now.
Across included stencils. However, many people complained that the ink wouldn't come out or would come out in strange, irregular bursts.
It was horrible.
Yeah, I do remember these now.
It was horrible, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good one.
Did you guys ever have those All they were was like little wristbands you could straighten them out and then you'd slap it onto your wrist. And
Actually, I have one
it
here
would
right
then
now.
curl around.
I have one right here around here somewhere. Emma was playing with it earlier. It turns in. It does the same thing, but it's a koozie.
Oh yeah, I know
Oh,
what
yeah,
it is
yeah.
here.
It's around here somewhere. But yeah, Emma was playing with it earlier.
And I don't know what it was. It was so stupid and simple, but like they were for the briefest time. Everybody had one.
Yeah. No,
Kids aren't playing with yo-yos anymore. I want to see more yo-yos.
I used to have one that was so cool. I had a couple. I had some of those spendy ones, not the spendy ones, but I can't remember what they were called. Anyway, I had a good one, and then I had one that lit up.
Yep.
But I had one of the good ones for like all
The tricks.
flare and tricks and shit you get to do with them. Yeah.
Yep.
Walk the dog.
Walk the dog.
Yeah.
There's some.
You're the one where it like
The pendulum.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's some really. If you watch the people that do like yo-yo competitions and stuff, it's
They're
insane.
good.
They do
What's
some really cool
Who
stuff.
the hell was it? There was a couple of brothers back in the 40s and 50s, I believe, that were really into yo-yos, and they could do all the tricks. I can't remember what the hell their name was, but my dad would when he bought me one, and I got the good one, he would show me these. He would find these not videos, but these. It was on old TV. And he would show me these things. I'm like, holy fuck, I bet you right now, if you looked them up on YouTube, those guys would show up on there. It was really, really cool. Some of those fucking tricks are hard as shit.
Yeah. It's hard enough just to keep the yo-yo going.
Mhm.
Like if you just do a normal yo-yo, like it's hard enough to do that consistently.
My favorite is to watch people do they're doing the yo-yo, and then they're trying to do the triple to be able to, and then catch it. I've done it once. But I love watching people try to do it because they will fucking plow themselves right in the back of the head with that thing.
Yeah.
Pow!
Yeah.
That shit, and those fuckers are made like hard plastic.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want
Kind of off topic, but you guys ever got into skateboarding at all?
I tried.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was not good at it.
I tried, but I had a Hutch BMX
Mm-hmm.
that I bought from, I had a BMX bike my dad bought, and then I bought a Predator, which was supposed to be a BMX freestyle bike. And then I bought my Hutch, and that Hutch had, from what I understand, the parts might have not been put on there legally or whatever. But I loved riding bike. I had so much fun. Where I would just grab my bike and just go right in front of the house in the yard and try to do freestyle, the cherry pickers and this and that.
Doing it now, it's exhausting.
Oh
Just
fuck!
riding
I look at bikes
it's
nowadays.
fucking.
But
I can't believe I did so much of it as a kid.
But there's a lot of people now that are really getting back into skateboarding and that, and even scooters.
Mm-hmm.
So I when I think back to the bikes it was in particular one bike that we had growing up. The fact that my parents even let us ride that thing blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't. It was like a BMX style bike.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the thing, it still to this day is probably one of the smoothest riding bikes that I've ever ridden. But it had no brakes.
Holy shit!
Oh,
And like we had a giant hill just down the road. Like
how old were you?
like 10.
Oh shit!
We would use our shoes as the brakes.
In the back tire.
Yeah, or the front, like whichever was easier. Like just
You
stick
never
your
use the
shoe
front,
in,
dude.
and then because if it catches, you go right over the
Fuck.
top.
Yeah, you
Like,
probably break a couple of toes, and then So my Predator and my Hutch, neither one of them had brakes. And I remember when my dad bought me my first BMX bike, I was so happy. I was so, and back then, I think the bike was like $50, which would probably be like a $400 bike now, but it wasn't.
mhm.
Back then, all it was BMX.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't have coaster brakes, so just hand brakes. First thing my dad says, he goes, "I'm happy you love it, you like it, go ride it. Don't use the front brake." Okay. go cruising. I'm hanging out, showing all my buddies around the little neighborhood that I was at. They're like, it's a nice bike. I was like, cool, thanks, man. I get to ride. And then what do I do on the way home?
You use the front brake.
And I went ass over tea kettle. And it was the dumbest idea because I should never have done it. But then after and my dad was making fun of me too. He was like, well, did it hurt? Yeah, we'll do it again. I was like, you know what? Why would you put the fucking thing on there if you didn't want me to use it? Give me the back brake. But I used to just I'd stand up on the pedals, and if I needed a brake, I would just put my foot in the back tire and come to a quick stop, ready to rock. That hutch was, right now, if I still had it with all the different parts that were on it and the mags and everything, I bet you I can get $1,500 for that bike. I sold it for $50 to a kid. He needed it worse than I did.
Number 8 on this list is the Furby. I never had one.
I never did either. I thought it was really dumb.
Yeah. By the time I was that age, I was.
Yeah, I think it was like I was just too old for it. I think.
Yeah.
Like it was for the people just a couple of years younger than me, and
yeah,
kind of missed that one. But
I was wondering if this was going to be on the list. Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid.
That was fucking horrible. Disgusting. Tastes just like Pepsi.
It's supposed to, yeah. But
no.
It's clear.
You get it.
Wow.
Thanks. So what we're looking for is a soda that's clear and
I never cared. I never cared that it wasn't clear.
Yeah, no, that's funny. What about the Apple Newton?
I don't know what that is.
It was an Apple product.
I've heard of it. It's one of the things that fucking Jobs tried to do that didn't work, if I remember right.
It says, looking back, the Apple Newton was ahead of its time. It created a whole new class of handheld computers, something had only been dreamed before. It was one of the first such devices designed to fit in a pocket. It had a calendar, could work with PC or Mac or PC templates. You could even send a fax. But one key feature is what the world focused on, translating handwriting into text.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was basically a PDA before PDAs. And it was cellular, or not cellular. Yeah, it worked over some sort of cellular. Back then, dude, remember how much a fucking... you got 200 minutes free a month. You go over that one, you go 201, and your bill is like fucking $40. So you're like, holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe that there was a time where basically all cell phone plans were minute-based.
I know.
But I mean, that was pre-internet. Or at the, internet was still in its infancy at the time.
Well, look how shit's going now. I mean, nowadays you get, even if you see the commercials, unlimited talk, text, and whatever else, and internet. Okay, it should be unlimited by now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's not bullshit each other or anybody. They fucking choke that shit down when their fucking network's getting overheated, not overheated, but over too much traffic. We're just going to turn down your 5G down to about 3G again.
Yep.
Yep.
I always got a kick out of the 1-800-COLLECT and the 10-10-220 and the collect calls.
I forgot all about 10-10-220.
10-10-220, then 1, then the number.
I'll tell you what, dude. For a while there, I got in a bit of trouble. I never went to prison. Let's put it that way. But collect calls when I was in boot camp, when I was in jail, we'd take this call. My dad would get on the phone. God damn it. I was like, sorry, dude.
I like the old, I don't remember if it was like 1-800-COLLECT or whatever it was, the commercial where it was, how you make a collect call and it was like, state your name after whatever. And the commercial, they get a collect call and the guy's like, or it asks, who's it from? And said, Bob, we oughta baby, it's a boy.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. We had a baby, it's a boy. Just save money on the,
That was Bob.
We had a baby, it's a boy.
Right. There was other things in that commercial too. You did like that. We had a baby, it's a boy.
I remember one time when my oldest daughter was born, about 2 weeks after she was born, my dad was working in Pennsylvania, I believe, and he decided to come through Fargo to get back to Williston just so we could see his grandbaby. And he got to see her, and it was time for her to go to bed. So me, my dad, my brother decided to go have some beers. My girlfriend at the time, or my baby mama, was stayed home, and so we were at the bar. We had a good old time, right? Then my dad was like, well, let's go get something to eat, and then we'll head back to your apartment. I was like, all right, Dad. And we get down, we're starting to eat. My dad looks at me, he goes, I got the best idea ever. I was like, what's that? He goes, you need to call your mom, Colette, and tell her we're in jail. And I'm like, Dad, really? And it was, and this is his fucking idea, right? And my brother looks at me, he goes, that's the best idea ever. And my ex was like, your mom's gonna be so pissed. And I'm like, I'm fucking doing it. I'm already on the phone, you know?
Yeah, I'm already dialing. You can't stop me. Like, I'm not listening to any advice now.
And so mom answers and goes, yes. And I go, Mom, what? Dad's here. Everything's okay. Well, what's going on? Well, me, Dad, and Dan went to the bar after Mercedes fell asleep, and we got into a bit of a fight. We got into a fight at the bar, and we're in jail. We're going to need you to drive up here and get us out.
Mm-hmm.
How am I supposed to drive? How am I supposed to drive up there? Well, Mom, you got a vehicle, And
so take your keys, get in the car,
right? And just
start it up.
And finally, I put this fucker on speakerphone, and she's freaking out. And I'm like, I look at my dad, I was like, you got to take this call. He goes, fuck you, you called her. I'm like, Mom, it's a joke. What? Where's your dad? I was like, he's right here. Put him on the phone. So I hand my mom the phone. He hangs up on her.
Wow.
My dad was great, but that's one of that was in 99, because that's when she was born. She was born in May. Oh, it was so fucking funny. I mean, for us. Yeah, and then when she called back, and I said, I'm not answering that fucker. I'm going to bed. He answered it. He got in a lot of trouble. My brother got in a lot of trouble. I got in a lot of trouble.
Sure.
What do you do?
What do you do?
No.
What you do is you go to the liquor store and get some Zima.
Oh, yeah.
The Zima and Ranch. Or not Ranch. What the fuck is Ranch?
Zima and Ranch.
Those little candies.
Like Mentos? Or?
No, the hard candies. Emma would bring them in for you once in a while. The hard candy.
Sweet tarts, sprees.
No, like El Rancheros. No, fuck, I can't think of them now. Anyway, you just put candy. You take these, you put them in there, and they would dissolve and make the
Mentos.
No, no, they were hard candy. I can't. I don't even know why I'm calling them Ranchos or whatever, but. There's a little hard candy about this big, and they were in a wrapper, and they were different flavors. There was sour apple, and there was watermelon.
Oh, are you talking about Warheads?
No.
Oh.
No.
Gobstoppers.
No. Anyway,
we're not leaving until we get this.
No, it's all right, but because you take these and you put them in there, or you could put Skittles in them too, and they were supposed to make Zimas taste better, but.
Dude, that shit was terrible.
It's
still around though, right?
I never tried it. Yeah, didn't they bring it back or something?
It may have
a
new flavor. Oh, so garbage is worse than...
Like, there's not enough high schoolers drinking these days. Let's bring Zima back.
And Purple Passion back in the day, that's what I drank.
I remember these commercials too. It was like, Zima.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was a horrible fucking... They were like, oh, only gay people drank them. No.
Well, like anybody drank them.
No, somebody did.
High schoolers.
Yeah,
I know all like.
Yeah, because you couldn't smell alcohol on your breath.
Yeah,
when you drank them.
Yeah,
that's why high schoolers tore those things up.
Yeah, that and fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, for me it was Smirnoff and Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, Smirnoffs are delicious.
I loved Smirnoff Ice, but holy shit, I can't drink it. It's so much sugar.
Yeah,
it is like and. These days, I would be so hungover the next day if I just drank that all night.
We used to drink a lot of Purple Passion. It was like you paid fucking like $3, and it was a 2-liter bottle. And it looked exactly like Grape Crush or grape soda, but there was alcohol in it.
Nice.
And nice. Fuck yeah, dude. Drink. I'd go buy 5 or 6 of those things. Mm-hmm. Have my buyer get me a bunch of them, and then have those on the side while you're drinking beer. Next thing you know, you got enough fucking booze for, if it was you and say like 6, 7, 8 people, and then you had like a bunch of those and then a couple of cases of beer, fuck, you guys could have a pretty good time for the weekend.
Yeah.
You know?
Ashbel show.
Ashbel show. It's wild stuff.
Weird,
wild.
wild
You ever had this Zima stuff?
Weird, wild,
Some wild drinks. That
Zima is so good.
how good
How
is
good
it?
is it?
Well, gay people drink it. That's how good.
Oh God! And then the last one is Beanie Babies. Aren't they supposed to worth thousands and
Well,
thousands of
hey,
dollars
we
now?
got Suicidey up here. Is a Beanie Baby.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
She,
Seller.
took herself out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think you can call Beanie Babies a bad invention of the 90s just because it still has a pretty big market, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. CDs.
CDs.
They came out in the 90s, if I remember right. They
I
were.
would say that was a good invention at the time, though.
It was.
It was the
They were,
next.
but the problem that a lot of people had was that they had. So your CD was like, about
about the size of a CD or something.
Yeah, about the size of a CD. But the problem they had is that was the box. And that's when people really started getting environmentally aware. Because there was a big fucking box for that thing and they didn't need it. They really didn't need it. So then they just said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put it in a little square package. CD in there, you got your CD book and everything, and now that's why we're gonna do it.
I always used to like buying a new CD, like just
I
that
did too.
opening the package and you take out the little not manual, but the little booklet inside and
Yeah.
look through that.
Read through the lyrics.
Well, then
Yeah.
that's the thing that's where shit. I still buy CDs once in a while when I see one.
Sam Goody was a cool store.
Sam Goody's was.
Yeah.
There was another one. There was a big one here in the mall. It was. Was it Sam Goody?
Was that a national thing or is that
Yeah.
a local?
It was
National.
national, yeah.
But they didn't just sell just CDs. They sold record CDs, movies, all
Tapes.
kinds.
Yeah,
of
cassettes,
fucking-
like, yeah.
I miss that store.
Merchandise.
You can still go to Mother's Records in Moorhead and buy CDs and records and shit like that. Obviously, you can buy pipes and stuff, but for tobacco use only.
Hell yeah.
Well, obviously. Wouldn't do anything illegal.
Yeah.
So, anyway, gentlemen, why don't we go ahead and shut her down for tonight? It was a good episode.
It's a great episode.
Great episode. Justin, do you have anything that you'd like people to know?
Yeah. Rest in peace, Burt Young, Paulie from Rocky.
That's right.
Yeah. That sucks.
Rocco.
Hey, Rocky.
You can't win, Rock. No, that was Mickey that did that.
Sick, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't even think. No,
Paulie
that was Adrian. You can't win, Rock. Yeah.
They probably both said it at one time or at some point.
I thought it was Mickey right before the first Clubber Lang fight.
Mickey, one of my favorites is from Burt Young was all right, Rock, you're a little sloppy out there, and I see 3 of them, and then you got Burt Young, go for the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I think Paulie like cost him all his money in Rocky 5. Didn't he? Like
I think so. Yeah, he was just wasting.
What'd they say? It was a
And,
bad investment that
yeah.
took all their money.
he fucking had to go move back to the original home.
Hey, he owned the house, so at least he had a place to go. You know. Alrighty, gentlemen. Lucas or Justin, do you have anything that you'd like? You did go with the Burt Young,
Yep.
but anything else?
That's it. See you later.
Well, and Lucas,
See you later.
and well, see you later.